must put y equal to 0. So I've got y is equal to minus x squared plus 10. That means I can write minus x squared plus 10 is equal to y. And then I put y equal to 0. And then I'm trying to solve this. Now, when I look at this, I don't like the minus sign. So I'm going to multiply by minus 1. So it becomes x squared minus 10 is equal to 0. Minus 1 times that gives you that. Minus 1 times 10 gives you that. Now, when you look at this, it is not a difference of two squares. It cannot factorize easily because it's not a difference of two squares. But one thing I can do, I can leave the x squared here and I can take the 10 on that side. Now clearly x squared is 10. So x is equal to plus minus the square root of 10. If I got x squared is equal to 10, then I find the square root of that and I find the square root of that. And I must write plus minus. So I find the answer in the calculator. For that, square root of 10 in the calculator. Correct to one decimal place, I get 3, 2. So my x-intercepts are x is equal to plus 3, 2 or x is equal to minus 3, 2. Okay, so here's an example where the x-intercepts are not exact numbers. Alright, we have approximated the x-intercepts. Alright, so let's move to step 3. In step 3, we're trying to find the axis of symmetry. So x is equal to minus b over 2a. So x is equal to, well, there is no term in x there, therefore b is 0. Remember, y is equal to minus x squared plus 0x plus 10. You see, that can be rewritten like that. Then clearly a is minus 1, b is 0, and c is 10. So you must be clear about that in your mind. So minus b will be minus times 0, well, we're wasting time, but we'll put it there. 2 into negative 1. And if you put that in your calculator, you'll get the answer 0. So use your calculator as far as you can. And remember, when using your calculator, that all that will be in a bracket and all this, the whole denominator will be in another bracket. In other words, if you're putting that in your calculator, you'll say minus 0 divided by 2 bracket minus 1 close, like that. Then only you'll get the right answer. Right. Okay. Now we got the axis of symmetry. So we need the maximum value. Again, a is less than 0, therefore it is maximum value, which means the graph is going to take that shape. So, put the axis of symmetry in the original question. The original question was minus x squared plus 10. The axis of symmetry is 0, so you put 0 where there is x. 0 squared plus 10. Put this in your calculator, exactly how it is, and you will end up with y is equal to 10. So the maximum value is y is equal to 10. And finally, we want our turning point. Your turning point is always the axis of symmetry, and in this case, maximum value. So your turning point is 0 plus 10. Okay, so we got all our critical points. Sometimes they call this the characteristics of the graph. We got all the characteristics of the graph, or we got all the key points of the graph. Now we are ready to do the rough sketch. Once again, we go down here, we go across there, and that's 0, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. That's now on this axis. I'll go in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And here I'll have minus 2, minus 4. Okay, we are ready to plot. Y-intercept is 10. So you put it out on the y-intercept. Then your x-intercepts are 3, 2. There's 3. So 3, 2, there's 3, 5 halfway here. So 3, 2 is somewhere here. You judge it. And minus 3, 2. Minus 3, minus 3 is here. Minus 4 is here. That's minus 3, 5. So minus 3, 2 is somewhere here. You see? So that's minus 3, 2. So that's 3, 2. That's minus 3, 2. Okay. Now, to put the turning point. Now the turning point is 0, 10, which is here. 0, 10 is here. So in other words, the axis symmetry and the turning point are both on the same spot. So the graph turns here like that. The y-intercept and the turning point is in the same place. Okay, now it's very easy. We join that to that, bring it down here. Then we go on to the other side. From there, we go down there, through that point there, like that. Just take this out and make it a little neater. So that point there is minus 3, 2. Let's neaten this up here. And that point there is 3, 2. So there's your graph, and don't forget to label your graph. Y is equal to minus x squared plus 10. Alright, so how are you going to revise? Because I haven't given you many examples to do in this DVD. So what you do now, you go back, you take each example, copy the question down, and work it out on your own, and then switch on the DVD and see if you got it correct. So I'll repeat the instructions. For you to revise, what you must do is take down the questions in each case, work it out, then put the DVD on again and see if you got them correct. Alright, so I wish you well, and I wish you many happy hours enjoying drawing parabolas. So do relax and watch the DVD, learn the stuff, and then practice by doing the examples again over and over, and then you can start examples from your textbook. Alright, thank you very much and goodbye.